That morning, as soon as Ife woke up from that dream, he ran to his parents' room to tell them what he had seen.
I know what happened last night. It wasn't a dream.
What happened?
It's that Baba and his snake. I don't know how they did it, but that sharp pain I felt was the deity wrapping itself around me. I don't understand you. What do you mean? I hope this is not something you made up. I didn't make this up. I saw it with my 2 eyes. Did you see the deity in your room? No, I didn't. Ife, you will not be the end of me. I didn't kill my mother, so you will not kill me. Don't you know that this kind of accusation can get you into trouble? The deity of this land is very peaceful, and I have never heard that it harmed anyone. I am not making accusations. I am 100% sure of what I'm saying. After you and Papa left my room, I had a dream. In that dream, I was in the shrine, and I saw the deity wrapping itself around a wooden doll in the same area I told you I felt pain. So, what has that got to do with you? Why would the deity want to harm you if you didn't do anything wrong? Maybe because I chased away that old fool when he was trying to extort you. Ife, watch your tongue! If anyone hears you now, they will think I did not train you well. I have spoken, but none of you believe me. Okay, do not worry. I know what to do.
Ife said, and then he stormed out of the room.
Ife! Ife!
She called, but Ife did not answer.
You better not do anything stupid! You know we are still strangers in this village, and I do not want any problem!
Even though Ife could hear his mother from his room, he had already made up his mind that he would go to the shrine to challenge the native doctor. That same day, after Ife did all of his chores, he left the house. Before Ife left the house, he took a machete and he hid it in the sack bag he carried. Then he took off to the shrine.
You again? What do you want here? You really have the guts to come back here after what you did? What did I do? You and I are just the same. You lie and extort people, and all I did was take back what was rightfully ours. So, you admit that you stole those chickens, eh? You must really underestimate the power of our great deity to come here. Look, old man, I know what you and your snake did to me last night. See, I only came here to warn you. If something like that happens again, whoa, you and that stupid snake you call your deity will not live to see another day. Are you done?
Somehow, the laughter really pissed Ife, and in anger, he destroyed a small part of the native doctor's shrine, and then he stormed off in anger. While Ife was destroying the shrine, the native doctor did not say anything to him. Instead, he just kept laughing. On his way back home, Ife began feeling pain in his lower abdomen, but because of the painful experience he had the previous night, he didn't really pay attention to it. He just managed the pain until he got to his parents' compound. Ife, where are you coming from? And why are you squeezing your face? She asked as soon as Ife entered their small living room.
I don't know. My abdomen really hurts.
He said, wincing in pain and holding his lower abdomen.
Did you eat something bad? No, I didn't. The pain just started. Maybe you should go to your room and lay on the floor. I will make a salt water solution for you. That should help with the pain, eh?
Without saying anything else, Ife walked slowly to his room and he lay on the floor. In the past, whenever Ife had a stomach upset, he would lay on the cold floor till he felt better. Also, once he drank the salt water solution, he would be back to his normal self. But this time around, something was different. Despite laying on the cold floor and taking a full cup of salt water solution, The pain didn't stop. Instead, it got worse. In fact, the pain got so bad that Ife began throwing up, and the worst was that he was too weak to even call his mother. Out of instinct, Ife's mother decided to go to Ife's room to check on him, not knowing she would find him laying in his own vomit. Ife! Ife's mother screamed when she saw Ife laying weakly in his vomit.
Please, talk to me! Talk to me!
She added as she tried to lift Ife, but his body was too weak. Unsure of what to do, Ife's mother ran out to get help. Coincidentally, Ife's father was already walking into their compound.
Hey, Ife! Ife, oh! Hey, he's not speaking or moving! He's not, oh!
She said in a panic when she saw her husband. Without even asking any question, Ife's father tossed the bag he was holding and ran inside the house.
What happened to his stomach?
It happened that Ife's stomach was swollen, but since he was laying on his stomach when his mother saw him earlier, she didn't notice the swelling. The stomach was badly swollen and the color had changed to the extent where they could see some of his veins.
Quickly, let's take him to the native doctor, please, before things get out of hand,
he said as he carried Ife to the native doctor's shrine. Luckily for them, the native doctor was around, and as soon as he saw Ife's father carrying Ife on his back, he laughed.
Baba, please help us. Something happened to my son and I don't know what to do. Please take him away. The deity has forbidden me from helping him. Our elders say the fly that hangs around the grave must surely fall inside. Baba, please help us. He's our only child. If you do not help us, he will die. I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do. Please, great deity. If Ife has offended you in any way, please forgive him. He's just a young boy who doesn't know anything. Please. You are lucky the great deity is not like me. If it were left to me alone, you would take the corpse of your insolent son out of my shrine. Lay him there.
As soon as Ife's father lay Ife on the floor, the native doctor got up and began saying some incantations. Then he took out a wooden voodoo doll, gulped some dry gin and spat it on the voodoo doll. While the native doctor was doing all this, Ife was moving his body as if he were feeling the effect of what the native doctor was doing. After reciting the incantations for minutes, the native doctor touched Ife's stomach with a small white egg, and the next minute, Ife began throwing up.
Take him home! The poison is out of his body. Make sure he drinks this concoction twice daily. On the third day, he will be completely fine,
he said as he handed a bottle of herbs to Ife's mother.
Thank you so much, Baba. Thank you, the great deity,
she said as she carried Ife from the floor he laid. Just as the native doctor had instructed, Ife's mother gave Ife the herbs twice a day, and by the third day, Ife was back on his feet. After Ife was back to his normal self, his mother explained all that had happened, and instead of Ife to appreciate the native doctor's help, he became furious.
Oh, Mama, how could you do such a thing? You know how much I hate that trickster. Will you shut up? You are the brim of death, and you are asking me why I saved your life, instead of you to go to the shrine and thank that kind man for helping you. I will never do such a thing. I am not a hypocrite like you and Papa. Ife? How many times did I call you? You had better calm down. Just because you think you know something doesn't mean you do. This your arrogance will not take you anywhere.
She added and then walked out of his room. 2 days after Ife had that conversation with his mother, he was laying in his room when he suddenly saw the great Deity crawling into his room through the window. When Ife saw the big python, he knew that it wouldn't harm him, and he knew it was quite normal for the great Deity to pay residents of the village surprise visits. But he decided to do the unthinkable.
So punishing me was not enough, eh? You have come to see if I died, right?
Without wasting time, he ran into the kitchen, grabbed a machete from behind the door, and he ran back to his room to kill the python. At first strike, Ife injured the python greatly, but even with the injury, the Deity could still move. Sensing that it was in danger, the Deity crawled to a corner in Ife's room and tried to disappear. But since Ife was hell-bent on killing it, he struck the Deity the second time, and this time, a part of its head opened up and it died. Immediately Ife killed the Deity. He began feeling strange and different, but he ignored the feeling and he went to tell his mother what he had done.
Mama, I have finally killed that stupid snake. Let me see how that old man will continue extorting people,
he said as soon as he saw his mother. In fact, he was still holding the machete he used in killing the Deity, and part of it was still covered in blood.
Eh? You did what? I killed their so-called Deity. Eh? Hey! Please, tell me you're joking. Tell me you're joking, oh! Hey! Ife!
She screamed and ran to Ife's room to see if he had really killed the Deity.
Hey! Ife! Ife, what have you done? Hey! Ife, what have you done, oh? Egbami, oh!
She screamed, but Ife did not respond. By this time, even Ife's mother had noticed that Ife was acting different, and the hand he held the machete had been shaking non-stop. While Ife's mother was still screaming at Ife, hoping to get answers, Ife's arms and legs began twisting, and then he fell to the floor and began convulsing. Right before his mother's eyes, Ife became deformed, and he couldn't stop drooling.
Ah, Ife! Hey! What have you done to yourself?
Sadly, while Ife's mother was crying beside her deformed son, the native doctor walked into the house, and when he saw the dead Deity by the corner of Ife's room, he screamed so loud that neighbors and passers-by who heard him were forced to rush to Ife's compound.
Look at what these visitors have done!
Hey!
We embraced them into our land, and this is what we get in return! Because you have done this, your family and your generations to come will not go unpunished! Youths, take them to my shrine now!
Pissed at what Ife's family had done, the angry village youths took Ife and his mother to the shrine, and then some men went to get his father too. When Ife's family was complete at the shrine, the native doctor passed judgment. Unfortunately, since Ife was the one who killed the Deity, he was sacrificed and his blood was used as an atonement. Then as for Ife's parents, they were both buried alive in the same grave. Even though they claimed that they knew nothing about what Ife had done, the villagers could not forgive them. In fact, because the villagers did not want the same thing to repeat itself, they chased out every visitor from their land, and they lived in peace, knowing that no one would violate their rules and regulations anymore. As for Ife, his stubbornness led to his death and the untimely death of his parents. If only he knew killing the Deity would cost him his life, maybe he would have listened to his parents. The end. Did you enjoy this story? Tell us your favorite part in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, do not forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.